Greetings, we are Chapman, and I bet you can play this. Greetings, I am Rob Chappers.
And I am the Captain.
And we're excited today to be demonstrating for you at Andertons.co.uk these amazing Les Paul Classic Plus guitars.
We have been lesing it up all day and yesterday with these amazing guitars.
We just can't stop lesing it.
We just can't stop lesing it. It's we've done special leses, we've done leses, we haven't done any. And we've done custom Les Pauls. And now we're on to another new release for the sort of autumn-winter 2011. Les Paul Classic Plus. You may remember from a few years ago there was a Les Paul in the range called a Les Paul Classic. It sat just below the standard. It had a scratch plate. It had a little 1960 motif on there, and it had a plain top. Well, this is kind of like a sort of a reintroduction of that, called the Les Paul Classic Plus.
Now,
so give us the spec rundown.
Well, the first real difference is that rather than being rosewood, this is baked maple. I was going to say baked Alaska. I can't stop saying baked Alaska. It's baked maple, where they force the moisture into it under pressure.
Heat it to 200 degrees.
To 200 degrees
then
Fahrenheit.
Force the moisture back in.
With bacon.
It's called torrefaction.
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 Yes. I think that's the name of one of my Jarls in Skyrim.
So it's very Les Paul-esque. We've got two versions of the neck profile, a 50s or a 60s profile. We've got the 50s ones. The 50s one actually is not as chunky as I thought it might be.
I think 50s are less chunky than they used to be.
Yeah, I think so. They're perhaps, yes.
The 50s slimmed.
We've got mahogany bodies, we've got flame tops, we've got again a throwback to a couple of humbuckers that used to be again on a standard a few years ago. So we've got the 496 and the 500. Other than that, to be honest, we've got the vintage, Clues and Deluxe machine heads.
I actually owned a Classic. I had a Les Paul Classic for years, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
Great guitars.
A lot of people bought the Classic just because it was about £500 less than a standard, and was essentially much the same guitar without the flame top. So no pickup covers. Again, that doesn't really affect the tone. That's just a look.
Do they normally do these little markers here?
Again, I think that's period kind of correct, you know, in certain
Yeah.
areas through the history. They have done the little marker so you can see where you
Quite
are.
like that. Little metal markers.
What else we got? No scratch plate, no holes
that's-
even.
That's a good thing. No woodworm holes.
No woodworm hole. 4 super sexy colours. Couple of fairly traditional colours in the sort of tobacco burst and the heritage cherry burst here. But I'm loving this
The
blue
Andertons
one.
colour.
Yeah, the blue one's new. What do they call that? Chicago blue? Manhattan blue, because of course this month Manhattan is blue as opposed to Chicago. Chris, how much are these guitars?
$15.99 as far as I know.
He's good. And probably my favourite one, although I change my mind every 5 minutes, but I'm loving this translucent black, sort of black grey kind of top here. Looks
That's
gorgeous.
really, really nice, isn't it?
If you want to find out more about the difference between a baked maple board and a rosewood board, go and check the video that we did about the Les Paul Custom Classic, which is here. Because in that video we do some real close-ups and we actually compare it to a Les Paul with a rosewood neck, so
Yeah.
you can find out exactly the difference.
Basically, they're brighter.
A bit brighter, a bit smoother to play, but yeah, go and find out on that video.
Let's take a listen to the pickups.
Let's do that.
I think Lee should do it.
Well, I'm plugged into a Fender Supersonic 22, so got some lovely clean sounds and quite an American kind of gain sound. Chappers is into a Marshall DSL 401, a much more traditional sort of British sounding amplifier. So my clean sounds are, this is my neck pickup. My plectrums are rattling on top of my amplifier. This is my treble pickup. Much brighter.
Yeah, fancy Lee.
Great sound. And this is both together. Might play that chord. Let me see it. All the controls are exactly the same as on a regular Les Paul, so 2 volumes and 2 tones. Let's hear it through a Marshall.
Middle position. Neck position. Yeah. For those of you who don't know who this is Chris Gedden. He's a good friend of mine. He's a session player, super great guitar player. He's got some insane pentatonic 3-octave, 7 million finger tapping legato skills. And I just like to get him here and do my job sometimes.